Hi everybody, we are in the back of Servizios at 1 Wall Street in Burlington. We're here with Kelly Pearson, the executive chef. Kelly's going to be doing a demonstration for us, and then we'll hear about this great spot that has been here for, how long, Kelly?
Almost 15 years.
15 years. So thank you for doing this with us. Tell us what you're making today.
Today I'm making a butternut squash ravioli with sautéed apples and spicy pecans.
Fantastic. So we are going to show you, or I'm not going to show you anything. Kelly's going to show you how to make it, and then we'll hear about all the other great things that Servizio's doing. I'm going to walk around you so you can do your thing.
I'm going to add shallots and garlic to the pan.
And what kind of stuffing is inside those, inside the raviolis?
It's butternut squash, amaretto, ricotta cheese. They're made by Dino's in Stoneham.
Great.
I mean Somerville. Sorry.
Somerville. All good things come from Somerville.
I'm going to add apples. I like to use gala apples.
Gala apples.
Do not break down as much, so they hold their shape, which is what you need when you're sautéing.
Great. And do you find that this is something that people like to eat all year long? Is this one of the ones that people look for, Kelly, or do they?
It's pretty seasonal. It starts about September and it goes until probably February.
Till February, so you got to get here soon so you can get her raviolis. There you go. Now, are these things that sometimes you put on special here if someone wanted to come and get them, or they come?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. We have these on special. We do about 10 to 12 specials a day. In the winter, we also do 2 soups, which we make from scratch. A vegetarian soup and a meat soup. In the summer, it slows down a little bit as far as soup goes, but we do gazpacho, a bunch of different gazpachos that are very popular.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to put a little more salt. I'm going to add a little heavy cream.
See, real chefs can just like kind of do that. I'd be like, wait a minute. Let me see if I can. How long have you been cooking? How long have you been doing this?
And I became executive chef about 9 or 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I've been here almost 15.
So it's been a love of yours.
It is a love. So this is just going to reduce a little, and as you can see, it's getting a little bit thicker, and it's creating that sauce and melding in with the apples and the apple juice. Then I have an herb mix. This is parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, like the song.
I was just going to start singing for you. Right. But no one wants to hear me sing.
I have, a little bit of cayenne pepper, because with the sweet, you need a little spicy to create the balance that makes the dish good.
Perfect. So are you making these to order when people are ordering this dish, or are you, when it's a special, do you have some of it set up and then you'll add the chicken for them?
We have some of it set up, but we are making it partially to order them.
Perfect.
It's not so close. These have, we make them in-house. They have cinnamon, cayenne, chili powder, a little bit of sugar, salt, and then egg whites makes the glaze. It's what makes them crunchy.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Tell you what, that's a good-looking plate. All right, we're going to sit down and talk about a few other things. But this is butternut squash. Give me the butternut squash ravioli with an apple and cream and beautiful pecans and yum. Okay, so we are here with Kelly Pearson, who is the executive chef for Servizios. Kelly, I just want to go through the hours and the location for people watching.
We are at 1 Wall Street. Our hours are 7 to 3 o'clock Monday through Thursday and 7 to 2:30 on Friday. We're not open on the weekends.
Okay. And what I was saying earlier, which I want to make sure everybody who's watching, sometimes people are under the impression because it's in a corporate building, they think it's just for the corporate offices. But Servizios is open to the public, yes?
Yes, we're open to the public, and we're happy to see everyone who comes. We have a lot of regulars from the area that come in.
Fantastic. And it's really easy to get to because there's a lot of parking here for those who don't, or who haven't come into 1 Wall Street. A lot of people have, of course. And then you do catering, off-site catering as well.
Yes, corporate catering.
Okay. So when people wanted to order for corporate catering, can they do that? Now that's an interesting question. Do you do catering as well for evenings or afternoons if people wanted to pick it up earlier during your hours?
We do that, and we also occasionally will stay for a client if they need something at 4 o'clock or 4:30. We do our best to do whatever we can to help the client.
So we obviously saw you making the butternut squash, which was beautiful, and Katie and I did taste test because that's critically important for the viewing audience. But tell me something. People obviously in the new year, but also just in general, a lot of people like healthy options as well, maybe less fat options, I'll call them. So you do salads, soups, all of that?
We do. We do a bunch of different salads. We have salads on our regular menu, And we do our own soups and our own dressings that we make from scratch here. And then we have specials, 10 or 12 specials a day. Right now we're doing a lot of power bowls and quinoa kale salads and different things like that that are very low in fat and high in protein, which we want people to come in here, and when they leave after they've had lunch, we want them to still feel good, not like they need a nap.
Exactly, that's right, because that's usually me. But what's your favorite? If you could pick a salad that was your favorite that you guys are making right now, what would that be?
I'm making a French lentil salad with Asian barley, which I found, I like to read a lot. When I'm not here, I'm usually reading about food. And I found this called Job's Tears. It's fairly new. It's very high in protein, and it's gluten-free. It's a very healthy choice. So I did the French lentils, the Job's Tears, lemon, carrots, celery, a little bit of roasted squash, and then I put a little lemon, a little olive oil, honey, and Dijon.
Beautiful. So it's clear by listening to you talk that you love to cook. You're a foodie, right? Yeah. You were a foodie from the start, right? That's something I think people are ingrained with. Like, I think they get to be foodies.
I think
So when was it that you said, I mean, I know you talked about, your kids were younger, you came, you worked on a part-time basis with Guy. By the way, Servizio's been here 15 years. We'll repeat that for people. And when was it that you said, I want to be a chef?
The funny thing is, when I got married, which is almost 30 years ago, I cooked 5 things, and I really wasn't interested in cooking. And my aunt gave me Bon Appetit magazine, and I started reading it, and I was intrigued. I just started staying home with my children, and I started cooking, and people started responding. And when my husband and I entertained, people started asking me about things, and I really became passionate about food then. And then people started asking me to cook for them. I'm having a party, could you do this? So I had a little side business going before I met Guy, doing catering, and that's when I really thought, I think I could be a chef now and maybe do something with this once the boys are older.
Right. It's pretty impressive because honestly, and I mean this with all sincerity, when you walk in here, this is not your average cafeteria, quote unquote. I think when people see something that's inside an office building, they're assuming it's cafeteria style. And while you can go up and get things, what you're serving is really something that people would go to sit-down restaurants for. There's so many options for people in here. Do you find people are surprised when they say your menu at first?
Yes, very surprised. And they ask a lot of different questions. How do we do it? What do we do? Why do we do it? But we want people to feel when they come in here that they want to come back, that they are not disappointed. It's the same old salad, same old sandwich. We have beautiful salads and sandwiches, but we also provide a lot of different options. If you want to have a cheat day, and you want to have the butternut squash raviolis, or if you want to have the lentil salad with a piece of salmon so that you can go out that night and have a couple drinks and a nice meal.
There you go. Right, exactly. Or you could be like me and have both. Well, no, I'm only kidding.
Too.
No, that's.
You couldn't do that.
But
you don't look like you do that every day.
I don't know, but it is. It's actually really impressive to see what's going on in here. So, for those who also don't know, you're a Burlington resident, of course,
I am.
And you've been here for
31 years.
Okay. And both you and your family, but also Servizios gives back to the community. So you were talking about, instead of tips here, tell everybody who's watching what Servizios does.
So we take all of the tips that people give us, and we match whatever it is, and we donate to people helping people. So we really believe that if you have the opportunity to help someone, you should help them.
That's fantastic. And I think sometimes people, they don't really realize that. They don't realize that giving back, there's a lot of good that comes from it, not only for the charity, but it feels good as a business owner to be giving back. So that's fantastic.
And everyone here supports that, and they feel good about it too.
That's fantastic. All right, so you told us your favorite salad, but just throwing everything out there, your favorite thing to make. What would you pick?
I wouldn't pick a specific item. Yeah. I'm very seasonal. So right now I'm almost getting over winter. I'm kind of finished with the squash and all of those things that we've been making, and I'm looking forward to lemon and asparagus and all of the new fresh things that come in with the spring peas and all of those things. So I would say my favorite thing to make is something unexpected, where I go in the walk-in and I think, okay, these are what I have today, and I'm going to make a special, almost like Chopped.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. Right. And you want to know what I love love about it is because it's seasonal here, people, when they come back, they could really be seeing different plates altogether just based on the season that they're in.
Yes, you could come a few times a week and see something different. We change our specials. We probably make 12 to 15 orders. So when you come back, if you came on Monday, quite often if you came back Wednesday and you wanted what we had Monday, it might not be here because we're always changing, so that if you work in the building or in the area and you want to come here, we're going to give you something new all the time.
Let's talk about breakfast.
Breakfast. We do a lot of corporate catering for breakfast now. It's very popular. We do breakfast sandwiches, fruit salad, bagels and muffins, pastries. Yogurt parfaits are very popular. We just added a Greek yogurt parfait, so no sugar in the yogurt, or very low sugar. You can get it with nuts or granola or some fresh berries. We do breakfast burritos, breakfast quesadillas, frittatas, stratas, French toast, Belgian waffles.
Belgian waffles.
With whipped cream and strawberries and yes.
Not to be the day that you also have raviolis.
No.
Yeah, okay.
But we do a lot of that in the area and in the surrounding towns. People are interested more now in getting their people in the morning and having morning meetings, and it's a good way to give people a good start to the day.
Absolutely. Burlington Company's delivery is free, you said, correct?
Free in Burlington.
And you do deliver outside of Burlington as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
And then, let's see, if you could tell somebody something about Servizios, like a message. If you wanted to give somebody a message about Servizios, what would you say? Because I almost find there's a lot of people that come here, it's busy at lunch, it's busy at breakfast, but it's almost like a little hidden secret to some people who maybe just never make it down this way, or you know? So if you were going to give that person a little something about Servizios, what do you think you'd say?
I would say you can come here, and I would like you to feel like you're coming to my home. When you come here, we're happy to have you here. We want to make your experience exactly the way you'd like it. And there are often times we do miss the mark occasionally, but we're going to make it right. We're going to fix it. We're going to make it better. And the owner, Guy Chalfie, and I are always available to all of our customers. And that's the difference between us and, say, a chain or a place where there are a lot of people working. If you need to speak to someone, you're going to speak to me, the executive chef, or the owner.
Fantastic. All right, everybody, you heard that. Servizios. I'm with Kelly Pearsons, who's the executive chef. 1 Wall Street in Burlington, open 5 days a week. 7 a.m. is the opening, and open till 3 every day, except Fridays closes at 2:30. You do not want to miss it. For Back Talk Foodies, I'm Sonia Rollins.